Hey folks, it's time for us to go on a road trip. Hey folks, it's Bob from Mountain Crest Farm. We're going on a road trip today. Most everything you've seen except for picking up animals from the slaughterhouse has been at the farm. We're going to take a little ride today. I got a surprise for y'all. People up here in North Georgia make the mistake of saying we live in the mountains of North Georgia. We live in some hills. They're not even close to being mountains. Kind of a dreary, dreary day. But y'all will enjoy the surprise when we get there. We just came through Blue Ridge. You'll see more Blue Ridge when we go back. But right now we're just heading up the road to Blairsville, Georgia for a surprise for y'all. Well, we're almost to the surprise.
Continue on Blue Ridge Highway for 3 miles.
We're in Union County, Georgia, which is called Union County because this county up here in the North Georgia mountains was one of 3 or 4 counties that fought on the side of the Union in the Civil War. Notice all the green grass we've got down here. It's still the middle of February. We're having a really nice spring this winter.
I would like to live here.
You don't like where you live?
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Skeena Gap Road.
Quarter mile, Skeena Gap Road. Right there's where we're going. All right, folks.
Skeena Gap Road, then turn right onto my happy place.
We're almost there. Are y'all getting excited for the surprise?
Take the next right onto my happy place, then your destination will be on the right.
Okay, we're going to that green gate. I see 2 green gates. Okay. Look for a 5th wheel camper and a... Whoa. That's where we're going. All right, folks, hang on a second. I got to get out and open a gate. Well, folks, I brought you all this way so that you can see that cupola. Cupola. However, I'm just kidding. Y'all know that. Actually, I brought you all this way so that we can walk right down here. And we'll go see what's down here. How's that? Now, y'all are seeing this, and you think you are seeing the surprise. No, you're sort of seeing the surprise. That's pork chop right there, and that big one's Violet, and those are 3 feeders. Pork chop, come here. Leave Cindy alone. Pork chop. Come here, pork chop. Come here, pork chop. Okay, folks. Here is the surprise. Can you see in there? Yeah, hey Rose. You did fine. Look at all those healthy little piglets. Look at that, would you? Yeah. Rose is a good mama. That's what I brought y'all up here to see. There's Rosie. You gonna smile for the camera, Rosie? You gonna smile for the camera? You're a good mama. Look at all them babies over there. Look at all them babies. You done good, Rose. You always have. You always been a good mama. Yeah. We'll leave you alone. We'll leave you and your babies alone. You done good, girl. You really done good. Well, here we are on our way home. This is Lake Blue Ridge. Can't really see it over there. There's the river. Our house. We're going home by way of nice 2-lane roads. We're not fond of 4-lane divided highways. So you got to see the piggies. What you didn't get to see was the fact that we were stuck in a pasture. And you didn't get to see us getting out of being stuck in a pasture. And the part I'm really glad you didn't get to see was me busting my butt when we were getting out of being stuck in a pasture. Y'all got to miss all that. So now it's just a nice little country road headed home. Show you a little bit of the North Georgia foothills. Foothills, the Appalachians. These are not the North Georgia mountains, regardless of what people up here tell you. They call these mountains because they've never seen the Rockies. All right, this little town is Blue Ridge, Georgia, which happens to be one of my 2 favorite places in Georgia that actually have pavement and stores. And this is why. Now, I'll be the first to admit, this is just a tourist town. But I like to come play tourist every now and then. And as you can tell by looking at all these places along here, it's set up for tourists. There's an old-fashioned gas station, but it's not really a gas station anymore. And there is the Blue Ridge Scenic Railway, which can take you on a trip up through the mountains and Here's all these nice little shops for the tourists, and actually there are a few tourists. Would you look at this? There's some tourists out walking around on this miserable day. And right there, no, that wasn't it. Must be in the next block. The best little kitchen store you ever saw if you happen to have a lot of money. There's a place up here. See that right there? See Three Sisters Fudge? Oh, they got some good stuff in there. And right here on the right, Out of the Blue, and they are open today. No, they're not. Out of the Blue Gourmet Kitchen Shop. It's the only place I've ever seen a $3,000 coffee maker. Not for a restaurant to make tons and tons and tons of coffee. For you to put on your counter at home and make coffee. $3,000. I don't think so. But they sell some absolutely awesome blue cheese. It's from a little creamery down in South Georgia, down in Thomasville, Georgia. And they make some blue cheese called Asher Blue. I don't remember the name of the creamery, but I sure remember the name of their blue cheese. But this 2 or 3 blocks is set up for tourists. I shouldn't like it, but I do. And I'll show you, when we get down here to this stop sign, I'll show you something else that you were going to get a really good view of on this video, because it's where we were going to go for dinner on the way home until Bob busted his clumsy butt and is now covered in mud. And I don't think we should be going into the restaurant with Bob covered in mud. They probably wouldn't appreciate it. But if we were to turn, we're going to turn right, but if we turn left here, that building up there just before the traffic light, that 2-story building, it's got a restaurant called Blue Jeans. It bills itself as a pizzeria, but it's really an Italian restaurant. Has the best lasagna you've ever had, unless I made it, and has carrot cake to kill for. We're going to go down this road just a little ways, and I'm going to show you one thing I'll bet y'all don't see very often. We still have a drive-in theater in the North Georgia mountains, and it shows first-run movies. I didn't notice what was playing back there. I guess I'll notice when I edit this video. But it actually has first-run videos. First-run movies. That you don't see very often anymore. But we've still got one up here. This is a plant that makes limestone, which is nothing but crushed marble. Pickens County, where I live, is the marble capital of the United States, and the fact is a lot of the marble in Washington, D.C. comes from Pickens County, Georgia, including the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial. And this railroad crossing right here is the south end of the tracks for that train we saw up in Blue Ridge. The train doesn't run down here normally. What train runs down here is hauling marble and marble dust south to Atlanta to be shipped around the country. But that train up there in Blue Ridge is maintained by the train company down here just south of Jasper that hauls all that marble, and it comes up and down those tracks where we just crossed whenever it needs to be worked on.
Got out. This road's closed. Between here and there. Not the bridge. Something out through there was closed.
A lot of flooding is what caused that road to be closed. This bridge is interesting. I don't know how good y'all can see it. That creek is flooded. But it's interesting because quite often you can see baptisms taking place in that creek. A lot of the small country local churches do their baptisms there. Not this time of year. And we're going right over here to a place called Biggins. Biggins has the best barbecue in North Georgia. And other people will tell you otherwise. They are wrong. Autofocus isn't wanting to focus real good here, but because it's so dark. But here we are. We're gonna pull in here and get some barbecue since I got all muddy and we can't go to Blue Jeans and have some awesome lasagna and carrot cake. We're gonna settle for the best barbecue in Georgia. Well, that's about it for the piggy video. That was last Tuesday. The guy that came and got him on Saturday and sent me pictures Monday and said, looky what happened. And I just had to go see him. Wednesday I had to go down to Atlanta to the doctor and I wanted to see him before they got very big. So Tuesday was the only chance. It was a miserable day. I know some of that video just is lousy, but it is what it is. It's what I was able to get. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing them too. Oh me, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up down there. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel and ring that little bell so you'll get notifications when I do another one. Y'all go have you an awesome, awesome day and an awesome, awesome week too. And remember, awesome days, awesome weeks, awesome years are real simple. Just remember, number one, the tomb was empty. And number two, he is alive. Now I'll see y'all next time.